All right, we're live. Not a great game as a Rams fan. This is some weird stuff that happens on Thursday night games. I don't like betting on these Thursday night games for this particular reason. The Niners came out super hot. Picked up 2 straight touchdowns. I think they went up 14-0 pretty quickly. The Rams defense did what they usually do. What Sean McVay teams usually do is where they go in and they get adjustments going in. Seems like a little bit too late, and then we can talk about what happened at the end of in overtime. I don't like the decision to give them the ball. It's not a playoff overtime game where you can get the ball back and you know exactly what you have to do. It's a 10-minute overtime game, and I think if you're giving them the ball first, you're playing for a tie, and that's not what they were doing. I guess he felt like he could give them the ball, kick a field goal, and then go down and score a touchdown and win the game, and that's almost what happened. But I don't. It's a tie in this scenario isn't that bad because we played them again once more in the year, and this is who we're going to play to win the division. Now we're a full game down instead of being tied. So I don't like that call at all. It's whenever it was happening, I was yelling at the screen saying, "What are we doing?" I could tell what they did. The first 2 times they went up. First time they went up. Then the third time they come up, it's like, oh, well, they're actually going to try to win the ball. And they'd been set on that a couple different times. We're not the best team on a 4th and 1, a 3rd and 1 scenario trying to run the ball. Even Kyren Williams is not that type of running back. So it's a weird discussion. I still have full faith in this team. I still have full faith in Sean McVay. I don't think it was the best well-coached game that he's ever coached. With the way that the 49ers were, it's so many injuries. I could go through all their injuries that they had. Their number 1, number 2, number 3 receivers were all hurt. Mac Jones was playing this game basically broken the entire time. He was limping off the field the entire time. I think my wife read his lips after he went off the field at overtime, and he goes, "I'm fucking done. Stop." So I don't even know if he would have went back on the field after the last one. Dude's super tough. I'm sure he would have. It's a terrible, bad loss for the Rams. You have to beat the 49ers there. At home. They just got down too late. Or too early. Not too late. They just got down too early, and they were playing comeback, and just didn't work out. That's that weirdo shit that can happen on Thursday nights. On coming in on a short week. It just doesn't make any sense. So that's about all I have to say about that. You've got Mac Jones went 33. They had Mac Jones throw the ball 49 times and won the game. That's absolutely ridiculous. Christian McCaffrey ran the ball 22 times for 57 yards. That's, I think, a lot of those numbers are a little bit deflated because they started a couple different drives on the 2-yard line, which was apparently the Rams have a really good punter. and they were giving the ball to McCaffrey, and it was just stacking 8 people in the box and chucking it towards them. So there was probably like 6 or 7 of those runs that shouldn't have counted against the score, but it does. So he's got 22 carries for 57 yards, but he also had 8 catches for 82 yards and a touchdown. So it was a good game by McCaffrey. For whatever reason, we couldn't contain Kendrick Bourne. That's probably something along the lines of a training camp thing between Bourne and Mac Jones, where both of them were on the second stream team, practicing with each other, and then now everybody's hurt and they have to play together. Bourne had 10 catches for 142 yards. That's ridiculous. He'll probably be one of the big pickups in the next week if not Justin Jefferson, if the other Jefferson doesn't come back. That's all I want to talk about the game with. I'm done with that. I'm done with that absolute nonsense. We can go ahead and look forward to this is week 5. Got a couple teams on bye. We've got the Vikings-Browns over in England. The Vikings were in Ireland last week, so I'm assuming they just all stayed over there. That would be really silly to come home. They're going over to England. I think the Browns they just have a good defense. They're starting Dylan Gabriel, which is a little bit confusing to me. So it's another one of those things where, like, I don't bet on Thursday night games. I also don't bet on the overseas games because anything can happen. You have no idea what's going. You have no idea what's going on. The Vikings have been over there. The spread is the Vikings are favored by 3.5. I don't like this game at all. If gun to my head, I would take the Browns plus 3.5. I think it's still Carson Wentz playing this week, which doesn't make me feel great. Dolphins, Panthers. You got the Panthers at home. Panthers are a weirdo team. Dolphins are also a weirdo team. Spreads Miami minus 1.5. I would probably take Miami minus 1.5 here. Even without Tyreek Hill, I think they rallied pretty well after Tyreek went out. They beat a Jets team that's not very good last week. I just don't think the Panthers are very good. I think the Dolphins can come out and play a decent game. I kind of like the over there more than anything else. The over's 44.5. You got a really bad Dolphins defense too. That's a stay away. I wouldn't touch that. You've got Raiders, Colts. So anytime that I'm announcing these games, the second team that I say is the home team, just for anybody that's listening. Sitting here thinking about it. I don't know. The Raiders looked good, kind of, last week. The Colts are a really good football team, though. You've got Tyler Warren, who's probably instantly a top 5 tight end as a rookie. You've got Jonathan Taylor, who might be the best running back in the NFL at this point. You've got Daniel Jones, who's good enough. You've got a really good offensive line. The problem is the line is 6.5. That's a big number. Let's look at how much the Colts have won by this year. So they kicked the shit out of the Dolphins. They won by 25. They beat the Broncos by 1 point. They beat the Titans by 21, and then they lost the Rams last week. So 6.5 is a big number. I don't really know what to think about this one either. I think the Colts can probably come away with this one. This one's a good. This is probably a good money line parlay or teaser game. Shit-tastic game of the week. Giants against the Saints. Get Jackson Dart starting again. And the Saints are favored for some reason. That's a weirdo game. The Saints probably shouldn't be favored against anybody. Give me the Giants minus plus 1.5 there. I kind of like that one a lot. Even with Malik Neighbors going out, that's tough. But the other Giants receivers stepped up. You've got Wan'Dale Robinson. You've got Jalen Hyatt. The Giants have some people there, and then they have a good defense too. They have a really, really good defensive front. I think the Giants win that game. Cowboys, Jets. Interesting. Cowboys looked really good last week. The Jets looked really terrible. It's Cowboys minus 2.5 in the Meadowlands. Can the Cowboys hold it? I don't know. Stay away. 100%. Broncos, Eagles. I feel like this line should be higher. It's the Eagles at home minus 3.5. I figured it would be like 5.5 or 6, just based off of how the Broncos have looked. They beat a really bad Titans team, barely. They also beat a really bad Bengals team. And then their other 2 games are losses. So that might be my favorite play of the week. I think the Eagles beat them by at least a touchdown. I don't know why that line's 3.5. I'm not really sold on the Eagles as of yet, but they are the Super Bowl champions. And they're undefeated. So it's hard to argue against a Broncos team that hasn't proven themselves yet. Bo Nix hasn't looked good. None of the rest of their team has looked good. They just have some weird stuff going on. I don't know. Is this the week that the Eagles regress? I don't think so. I think this is the week that you bet on the Eagles. Texans, Ravens. This is a weird one too. This line indicates that Lamar Jackson is not going to play. Houston's favored by 2.5. That makes 0 sense. So that's a full stay away. Have no clue what's going to happen. I didn't think Lamar Jackson looked hurt whenever he walked off the field. I got to watch all the games on Sunday. I think it was more of I don't feel great. We're getting our ass kicked. I don't want to play anymore. But if he doesn't play this week, then I'm wrong. So, not touching that game with a 10-foot pole. Another shit game, Titans-Cardinals. Cardinals are minus 7.5. The Cardinals shouldn't give 7.5 to anybody. I think the Titans have to figure it out at some point. Should they? I don't know. Will they? I don't know. Stay away. 7.5 is too much. The Cardinals shouldn't be giving 7.5 to anybody. Bucks Seahawks is a good one. That's higher than I thought it'd be. Seahawks are given 3.5. Supposedly, it's a really, really tough place to play in Seattle. The Bucks are traveling all the way across the country, playing a 3 o'clock game. Who knows? I don't like that one either. Lions, Bengals in Cincinnati. This is another one of my favorite ones. I just think the Bengals are really bad. They're so bad. The Bengals might. Well, they're 2-2, so they're going to get one of the top 5 picks for sure. For sure. Without Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow is probably going to be out for the rest of the season. Even if he's healthy enough to come back late, there's no reason for them to bring him back. So the Bengals are going to be one of the top 5 picks. They might not win another game. That's a bad one. So I think it's going to be more than 10.5, especially with Dan Campbell. He likes to run shit up. Commanders, Chargers, they're still hurt. Chargers looked like shit last week. I don't know if Jaden Daniels is coming back yet or not. Sunday night, Patriots Bills. That's a big number. It's kind of the same thing that happened tonight. It's a bigger number than it should be, especially with the Bills that haven't looked great. They're undefeated. I don't know. 7.5. I won't touch it. Monday night, Chiefs, Jags. The Chiefs are minus 3.5, and the Jags have looked really good, but the Chiefs are 3.5. Won't touch that one either. Who knows there? So what did I like? I like the Lions minus 10.5. I like the Giants plus 1.5. And I like the Colts money line. All right, so those are my 3 plays. Let's see what those get put down on FanDuel. That gets plus 391. I don't like that a lot. I'll probably look into that. Yeah, I don't think. So I'm going to go through and do. Do my top 5 NFL teams. Top 5 NFL or top 10. I think 10 is better. Let's do top 10 NFL Super Bowl teams. So number 1. I think the Eagles have to be number 1. As much as I don't like them, they're the previous Super Bowl champion. They're undefeated. I think the Eagles are number 1. Go number 2. I think it's the Bills. They're also undefeated. I think they've shown some grit. I think they are the favorite in the AFC right now, unfortunately. Let's go number 3. Who's my number 3? Number 3, let's go the Lions. They had a bad loss. That's fine. That's okay. They've looked really good the last 3 weeks. We'll see how they look this past week. Or this next week. Number 4, I'm going to put Green Bay. They were my Super Bowl favorite for a really long time. And they've taken quite a step back. But the construction of their roster and everything like that, I think that they still have a really, really good chance. Number 5. Number 5, it should probably be an AFC team. It's probably going to be the Colts. The Colts have looked really good. They probably should have beat the Rams last week. They didn't. It's fine. They have a really, really good constructed roster. They have a really good offensive line. They have a really good running back. They have a really good wide receiver core. They probably have one of the best tight ends in the NFL. I'm going to put the Colts at 5. I'm going to put the Rams at 6. If they didn't do what they did tonight, they'd probably be a little bit higher. I don't put a lot of stock into the Thursday night games, so that doesn't bother me at all. The Seahawks aren't in front of the Rams for me. The Rams are a much better team than the Seahawks are. Or than the 49ers are. They're a much better team than the 49ers are. Give me a second. We're at the 7th team. I'm going to put the Chargers at 7. And then I'm going to put the Bucks at 8. And then damn, it's crazy. I have the Chiefs all the way down here. I'm going to put Kansas City at 9. This is who I think is going to win the Super Bowl. Who do I put 10? I'm going to put Jacksonville at 10. We'll see how that pans out. And then I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to do a draft of who I think will be the worst team, who's going to get the number 1 pick and going down. So you've got the Jets, the Titans, and the Saints are 0-4. I think the Titans are the worst team by far. I'm going to put the Titans at 1. I'm going to put the Saints at 2. I think the Jets can come out and figure some stuff out. I'm going to put... You can't put the Panthers and the Saints both there because they have to play each other. I'm going to put the Browns at 3, even though I think they have a really good defense. And then I'm going to put the Panthers at 4. Oh, who else goes there? I'm going to put the Bengals at 5. I'm going to put the Dolphins at 6. Let's put the Giants at 7. Let's put the Cardinals at 8. Then you get weird here. We'll put the Cowboys at 9. And then Houston at 10. All right, so I've got 20 teams here. Let's find out the other 12 teams in the middle. Let's figure it out. Yeah. Titans, New Orleans, Cleveland, Carolina, Cincy, Miami, Giants, Arizona, Dallas, Houston, Philly, Buffalo, Detroit, Green Bay, Indy. LA Rams. Tampa Bay. Kansas City. Jacksonville. All right, so what teams do we not have? We don't have the Jets. Steelers. Ravens. LA Chargers. Raiders. Commanders. Falcons. Seahawks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Who knows? $20. All right, we'll find out. I'll get my buddy to come up with me. All right, that's all I got. Went 40 minutes. Sounds good. Bye, everybody.